What's up, family? What's up, fam? It's your girl Ikie here. So I've been doing a lot of things, and I've been getting a lot of calls, and I've been getting a lot of messages from a lot of people who have said that they also have been victims of Brother Polite. And I think that there are a lot more people, and it's like the floodgates are now opening. And so I've been getting a lot of messages, and unfortunately, I haven't had time to respond to them all. But this is what I'm going to do because it's just too many for me to ignore. I am in touch with some sources and authorities and things of that nature. So this is what I've been asked to do. I've been asked to compile a list. So I will do that. So if you have been a victim of Brother Polite and you have receipts, either text message conversation between yourself and him, or you have copies of the wire transfer like I showed, or if you have copies of Zelle transactions. I recently got messages that he has people sending money to Victoria. So I'm waiting for some of those receipts, um, as well as I'm net. So we've already established that now that it just seems to be a conglomerate of people involved in this enterprise. In any event, if you have receipts, and the other caveat to this is if you send me your information, I'm going to share it. So if you do not want your information to be public, don't send it to me. Don't email me. Don't tell me about it because I can't do anything with it if you don't want me to share it. Okay. So if you are going to be sending me that information, send it to my email at ikiespeaks@gmail.com. Ikie Speaks. It's IKIE Speaks. IKIESPEAKS. Ikie Speaks @gmail.com. Send me whatever copies of or screenshots or whatever proof you have. Send me that as well. As a little blurb. I need to know things like the date that the transaction occurred. That needs to be clear. I need to know what state the transaction occurred in, and that needs to be clear. And I also I need to know what amounts of money were sent. It's not enough for you to just say I did some business with a Polite and he robbed me. Right? That's not going to work. And I don't have time for the back and forth. So send me what I need. Send me what I'm asking you for. Okay. If you don't have it, that's cool. Everybody doesn't keep meticulous records. So you might not have it, especially if I've got messages from 2014, but I've got messages from as recent as October 2018, from people October 2018. And I'm watching some of I do see some of the comments, and people are like, how is people sending Brother Polite money still? Very simply, is it there are new people that come into the community, that come into the consciousness community, that become familiar with Polite every day, right? And so they don't know, they're not aware that this is happening, and they're not doing the research, right? We don't, we have surrendered intellectual curiosity for celebrity status. Oh, I can see the comments, y'all. I mailed you proof in your email, but you can blur the name of the person. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I got receipts for you, sis. All right, but you put all right. You put your phone numbers. I can't call you. I ain't got time to be calling folks. I don't have time to be calling people, right? I need you to send me the information and let me compile it, um, and so that we can move forward with this and definitely shut this down and keep this from happening to anybody else. Because this happened just last month, and there's probably somebody somewhere sending Polite money right now, right? Because they don't know, they haven't been informed, and they're not asking anyone. And again, they see Polite on all of these different platforms, and they think that that signals his legitimacy. And from what I'm being told, that I don't believe that Polite will be on Sonetta's platform anymore. So don't expect to see um, Brother Polite on Black News or on Sonetta's platform at all ever again. Okay, that's my expectation based on representations that have been made to me. I expect those that those that would be the case. I'm trying to read the comments. That's why I don't like when the comments up here. It's so damn distracting. Email is ikiespeaks@gmail.com. Ikiespeaks@gmail.com. When the video finishes, I will post it in the description box of the video. Yeah, I think I could type on here. Hold on, look at me, look at me. Ooh, I'm a YouTuber. No, I'm not. Ikiespeaks@gmail.com. All right, it's in the chat. I just typed it in the chat. All right, ikiespeaks@gmail.com. And I know there are a lot of you. Right, I know there are a lot of you. I heard some of the people call in. I did listen to Hassan's show. I did listen to Garfield's show. I did listen to Chief X. I think I listened to his show too, as well as Sonetta's show. I saw Sonetta's show. And what constitutes proof? Okay, so like I said earlier, proof is if you have text conversations with Brother Polite, emails that you may have, and if you sent money, there should be some type of proof. You should have a receipt. If it came from your bank account, there should be, you know, a withdrawal and where it went to. It, everything has a paper trail, right? Unless you handed him money physically, and I've gotten some stories of that as well. People actually handing him thousands of dollars, right? Obviously, he's not handing you a receipt. So I don't expect those people to have receipts. But for everyone else who's done some sort of cash app, you can go into your cash app. I got a cash app. You can go into cash app and look at the history and get copies of that. If you did it by PayPal, you can get copies of that. If you did it through Zelle, one of the Zelle transactions from the bank, you can get copies of that. You can screenshot these things. It's modern technology. Everything has a footprint. Everything. Let's see. True. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, somebody's got to do it though, right? Somebody's got to do it. Proof constitutes proof. I've spoken to several of these people over the years. Peace, Lord Abba. TV. I see you in the building. Peace, Chief X. This tiramisu is banging Keely. We're gonna need a hotline for this polite mess. Yeah, he's gonna try his best to turn this into a new show for him. But you know what? I think this is the end of polite. Okay. This is the beginning of the end. Because he's defrauding our community. There's no way you flip that. Right? There's just no way you flip that. There is no way that you can explain ghosting on this many people. I mean, the pattern of behavior is the same. The modus operandi is the same. The scheme to defraud is the same, right? And anybody who knows anything about federal law, the elements of wire fraud is the intent to defraud, and then you actually defraud someone via wire, right? So it's very simple. The elements are not that. I think it's like 4 elements for federal wire fraud. So this doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't take a lot. You know, and you face up to 20 years in prison, right? And trust me, I don't listen. Prison is not a place that I think any of us naturally are suited for, right? Naturally, but there are some of us who, if all that we have done, all that I know I personally have done to try to reel him in, if all of that is ignored, then there has to be some other measure. There has to be some other measure. And I know what I've done. I know what information I've said to him. I've told him this could end you in prison. You have been warned. I've told him, you've, in no uncertain time, you have jeopardized the freedom of your mother, of your children's mother, of your daughter's mother. You have jeopardized her freedom. You got to make this right. And if that appeal doesn't work, then what the fuck? What else is there, y'all? What else is there, y'all? For real. What else is there? It it's just it's fucking heartbreaking because we we are so desperate for leadership. We are so desperate for a leader, for someone to guide us. That 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 someone like Brother Polite could take full advantage of an entire community of folks. It wasn't just one person here or there. It was all of us. It was an entire community of us. And every YouTuber that reshared a video of his, it was you too. It was all of us. We all have a role in it. All of us, especially those people who before I even knew Polite was aware that some of his business dealings were a little bit suspect. I understand, I spoke to Sonetta, and I'm good with Sonetta, and I'm good with Sonetta as long as I don't ever see Polite back on that channel. And you should be good with Sonetta as long as you never see Polite back on that channel. And that's it, right? Because there has to be some accountability. You cannot make money off this guy. I do not accept, and I outright reject that you would bring this person on your platform just for the information. You cannot do that. We can't compartmentalize in that way. We can't say, you know what, this person, he has harmed us, but let's just hear what he got to say about other shit. Get the fuck out of here. Where they do that at? And I reject the notion that we, as a community of people who are sharing information and developing platforms for the same, should equate ourselves to motherfucking CNN or Donald motherfucking Trump. Oh, the Trump family. I can't stand next to them. They don't have the same moral turpitude that I have. What? Oh, I didn't even come on here for that, but now I'm just remembering some of the shit I saw over the past couple days. Like, how many victims? Too many to name. Too many to name. Really, at this point, too many to name. Too many to name. So some of the rhetoric that I'm hearing, some of the rhetoric I need for all of us. I need for all of us to reject bullshit. Reject bullshit. Right? That because we have no tolerance for that. We can't have the capacity for that. We got business to take care of. We have things to do, right? We can't accept intellectual dishonesty, right? You fucking me around and it sound good. No, we cannot accept deflection, right? We cannot accept that. You have to come to the mat, address it. Address it. Address it. Be brave enough to not lie. That's powerful. Be brave enough. You think you're brave? Brave people tell the truth. Brave people tell the truth regardless to whom or what. That's right. Brave people tell the truth. We don't have a lot of fucking friends. You know that? We don't have a lot of friends either. And that's all right too. That's all right too. Right? Because the people that are closest to us are people like me who tell the truth. They understand I am who I am. What you get is what you get. Right? And that's always the real. And so be just, that's my only appeal to Sonetta. I got love for the man. I got love for him. I think that he has an amazing platform and he could do amazing things. And he has the power and the ability to address this issue properly and make sure that Brother Polite does not have the opportunity to do this to not one more person. And we all have that responsibility. I think we do. We all do. I know I do. I told you what I do. I sat on that man's platform, and that's why I do. And so I'm gonna be accountable for my part. Okay. Let me see. Y'all have any questions? Since I can see the chat tonight. Well, I went live, so now. Have you spoken to Brother Attorney Malik? No, I have not spoken to Malik Zulu Shabazz. I haven't reached out to him. I don't know if he's aware of what's going on. But I bet you know what I bet you some good money that Malik Zulu Shabazz never gave Brother Polite a dime. I bet you Brother Polite never pitched no bullshit investment story to Malik Zulu Shabazz and got $40,000. I bet that. I really, he ain't never said nothing to me. He never asked me for a dime. Like, come on, because you know who to do that with. You know who to pitch that Willy Bobo shit to. It sound good because you're talking fast and you're using words that are wholly non sequitur. But you don't know because you don't know what those words mean and they sound like they go together. The fuck out of here. I'm so mad. It's impossible to serve him in court. So here's the thing. Let me just explain one more time. I saw some people say we should do a class action lawsuit. We should do this. We should do that. Here's the problem with filing a civil lawsuit. If you file a civil lawsuit, let's say you file a civil lawsuit and you win. Say you win, and the judge says you have a judgment now for $200,000. And you know what you got? You got a piece of paper that says somebody owe you $200,000. That's what you got. You got a piece of paper. That's right. Then what you gonna pay with that? You can't pay nothing with that piece of paper that say somebody owe you $200,000, right? So you have to do what? You have to execute that judgment. You got to execute the judgment on something of value, something worth $200,000. Now, if the person has a piece of property, you could do that. You could execute on the property. You could get the sheriff to force the sale. Give me my money, right? You could do that, right? But if they ain't got no property, you can't do that. If they got a bank account, right, you can do a seizure. You can have the bank account levied and give me my money out of that, right? But he don't have that either. Or he doing Zelle transactions to Victoria's account. He's doing wire transfers into Juliet's account. But I assure you that that money doesn't stay in there, right? Because he's not going to allow anything to attach it, right? Nothing to attach it. And most of the time during the transactions that, I'm trying to get him to pay this young man, he ain't never had no money. It was always, I'm waiting for a check from this. I'm waiting for a check for that. Or I didn't get paid from this. Or I didn't get paid from that. Or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So remember, everything is in his wife's name. He admitted okay, everything what though? Listen, this is, again, it sounds good. That sounds good. Everything's in my wife's name. That, only motherfuckers who ain't got shit say shit like that, right? Because any man that I know, any upstanding man with some sense about him, trust me, his name is on a deed to his motherfucking house. You dig? His name is on a deed. Believe that. He ain't gonna be like, I'm gonna leave it to my woman. No. Your name's on something. Stop playing. But you don't have nothing. I told y'all to Google that LeBray just got evicted from his apartment in California in February. Stop playing. They put on a show when I was there. Malik Zulu Shabazz. I can't speak wholly on that. But here's what I'll say. Maybe Malik Zulu Shabazz got too. Because I spoke on that in the police, that NY police PD bullshit. When I first heard about it, I was like, and I kind of fall back. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to have nothing to do with that. And then, so he may have just convinced Malik that it was a legitimate complaint that he had against the LAPD. I'm sorry, not NYPD, LAPD. So My heart doesn't want me to think that Malik Shabazz would be a part of the bullshit. Like I can't go there. I don't want to do that. I can't go there. I'm not gonna do that to that man. You know, I'm gonna think that until somebody show me something different, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. Right. Execution of judgment is executing a judgment is another thing. So why are we gonna waste time going to court to get what's called an empty judgment? That's that piece of paper that you can walk around all day long talking about how much somebody owe you, and you got that judgment, and you know what? You can have it, you can hold on to it, and if they ever do get something, you can execute it. But that's that pres- pres- some future shit. Like fuck that. It's a waste of time. Lee called Polite a con artist during their debate. Okay, well there you go. How is Polite getting away for so long? Because nobody says anything. Most of the people that get fleeced are embarrassed, and then the people that do speak up, what does he do? I've seen him, sort of attack the person, right? And then they then don't have credibility, and then all of these diehard Polite fans then attack that person, right? Attack them like so many of y'all did in the beginning with the brother, the 70,000. Well, he's stupid. Well, he's stupid. What? You know what? He's stupid. That doesn't absolve Polite, though, right? That doesn't absolve Polite. That's like, well, she was drunk when I raped her. We not gonna count that you raped her because she was drunk. So because she was drunk, that absolves you of the rape, motherfucker. Come on. Like this no, and somebody, oh, that's a stretch about your daughter. The analogy I gave about thinking about blaming the victim, it's an analogy, and it's not a stretch. It's the same type of thinking. It's victim blaming. It's victim blaming. It's when you take your focus off of the victim. I mean, off of the perpetrator, and you focus on the victim. That's it. Whatever that focus is, it's the wrong fucking focus. There are a lot of victims here. There are a lot of victims, and the fault should lie squarely where it falls, and that is with Polite and Aminette and Victoria and whoever else is involved in this shit. They all complicit. Yeah, a lot of people are very complicit. So anyways, I came on here just to do that because I'm compiling this list, right? So the email address again is ikiespeaks@gmail.com. I'm going to put it under the video after this. And I don't want to see him on nothing. And I don't want to see not one person pay to see anything he puts on. What's that Patreon shit? Do not pay that. Man, listen. I don't care who does it. If Sonetta does it and he puts it on Patreon, it better not be not one fucking view on there. Not one. Not nobody better not pay to see that shit. Fuck that. They owe the explanation to the people. They owe. If you want to talk to the people about this, then you need to do that shit for free. Nobody needs to pay for that. That's some bullshit too. That's some other bullshit. Like, stop it. Stop. It's gotta stop. All right, I think I'm done. Your boy's a fraud. It's a lot of bullshit. All right, so ikiespeaks@gmail.com. I'm gonna compile a list. Listen, so today, listen, there's got to be a cutoff. So today is Tuesday, so I'm gonna cut it off by Friday. So if you got something to get to me, get it to me. Share the video, so just in case other people out there have stories and receipts and they need to get it to me, I need it all by Friday. I need it by Friday because I got to compile it, and it's a lot of information, so I can get it to where it needs to go. Okay, so get that information to me. And let's shut this down. Let's shut them down. We got the power to do it. This is our community. We say what goes. We say what goes. We say who we are going to allow to be in the front of the congregation, so to speak. So all right, I'm out. Ikie speaks. I love you. I really do. Somebody asked me what my IG was. It's I'm gonna type it in the chat. My I is it's Ikie Soul for real. My IG Ikie Soul for real. Um, so and it's Ikie Speaks on Twitter. So please use the email though, because I can't be retrieving inbox messages from all over creation. It's just too. I don't even check them. I don't even know how to check them. I told y'all this. All right, I gotta go. I love you. I really do, and I'm looking forward to trying to get this resolved for us as a community. All right, peace.